It's local edition. Brad Pomerantz here in Orange County today, joined by Gary Brahm. He is the Chancellor and Chief Executive Officer of Bradman University. It's my honor to meet you, sir. I'm always kind of in awe when I meet senior academics, so I'm glad to be in your presence, if I may say. Tell us about Bradman University.
And it's my pleasure to be with you, Brad. Bradman University actually started in 1954 as part of Chapman University. It was University College. But it became clear that the needs of non-traditional students were very different than the needs of students going directly from high school into college.
Give us a sense, I don't mean to interrupt, but I really want to get a sense of what is the definition of a non-traditional student? I'm sure there are many, but what is Brandman looking at when they think non-traditional student?
So what we are looking at is students who didn't have the opportunity, for many reasons, their families didn't have the money, didn't think it was important, or for many reasons, didn't go directly from high school into college. So many times went through the military. 24% of our students are active military and veterans.
Talk about that.
Or they just went out and worked, and then they realized it's more important than ever that a student has a degree. It enables them to be paid significantly more over their lifetime.
So ultimately, though, while Brandman is affiliated with Chapman, you are a separate institution.
Correct.
Explain that.
Yeah, we are a separate nonprofit institution. Just like Chapman, we are regionally accredited by WASC, the Western Association, the same group that accredits Stanford and
USC, UCLA, whatever.
Exactly. And so, but we are able to do things in a manner that is best for non-traditional students. So, for instance, our students need coaching. They need to be able to prioritize their time, so they receive coaching. They have an advisor assigned to them their entire time. They have one advisor who follows their progress and makes sure they stay on track. Student services, at a typical university, you may go from this line to that line to another line. Well, we have one-stop advisors, so again, they are assigned a one-stop advisor who stays with them and makes sure that all their administrative needs are handled.
It seems to me that most institutions that cater to what you describe as the non-traditional student are for-profit. I may be speaking too grandly. So the nonprofit model it seems to me to be an attractive one, especially in light of the recent scandals with for-profit institutions. Is that fair?
That's fair. Yeah, absolutely. You know, as a nonprofit, we are totally focused on the success of our students, and that is what is most important to us. And most recently, the federal government started collecting data on students who transfer to institutions like Brandman. And students who transfer to Brandman and are full-time, 80% of them will graduate within 6 years, 82% will graduate within 8 years.
How does that compare to counterparts?
That's better than anybody I've seen. The information is just going to come out publicly in this fall, so we know our numbers and we can see other schools, but we're not allowed to talk about other schools yet.
Well, let me ask you, why? Why is Brandman so successful in this model?
Okay, so the one thing is the student services. These students need extra help. The second thing, just administrative help, because they don't have the time. Second thing is the academic design of our programs. So our on-ground programs, classes are all taught blended.
Meaning?
Meaning that you'll go an 8-week session, you'll go 3 hours, one night a week for 8 weeks for 24 contact hours, and you'll do 21 hours online. So it's more efficient for the student. It's the best of both worlds. It's recognized by the Department of Education as a best practice, as a best modality. But the students can also, if they decide, go fully online. And
you've launched a very innovative, fully online program. Am I right? It's called Brandman MyPath?
Exactly. Yeah. Brandman MyPath is a whole new way of doing things. But the regular students, they can go on ground or online, and they can take an on ground and an online class at the same time. MyPath is totally different in that it's self-paced. Students move at their own pace. They have a coach that helps them and follows their progress. They have faculty that follow them and help them when they need help. The program is designed so that students master competencies that are important and relevant to what employers want. And most importantly, access nowadays is really affordability, and MyPath is very affordable. Brandman's MyPath, you pay a certain amount for time. So you'll pay $2,700 every 6 months or $5,400 a year. The faster you go, and it's up to you because it's self-paced, the lower your degree will cost.
So you can take as many units as you want.
Exactly.
For $2,700 over 6 months.
Correctly. The faster you move, the less it costs. If you finish your degree in 2.5 years, a degree will cost you $13,500, and all of the content is embedded.
The UC system costs that a year.
A year,
Yeah.
exactly,
I
exactly.
mean, it's pretty remarkable. I understand under my path, you're offering bachelor's in 2 disciplines right now. Hopefully more in the future, but what are the 2 right now?
The 2 are a Bachelor's of Business Administration and a Bachelor of Information Technology.
Which obviously makes sense.
Those are the big ones.
it makes
Yeah,
sense.
there's no question that those are so important in people's jobs.
Now, you have campuses, for those, you call them on ground, up and down the state of California.
Correct.
Where are they essentially? I think it's almost 30, but where are they?
In this area, we have Irvine, we have Ontario, Victorville, Riverside.
They're everywhere.
We're everywhere. Yeah. We're up and down. We're up in Walnut Creek in the Bay Area. We're in Visalia and Hanford, near Bakersfield and Fresno area. We're all the way up in Washington as well. And 6 of our locations are military bases.
I'm glad you said that. I wanted to go there next because you had indicated earlier that I guess it's 29% of your undergrads are either military reserves or veterans. That is quite an accomplishment.
We're really proud to serve the people who've served.
Right.
And the thing that's most important is they have special needs. We work very closely with the military, work closely on bases to ensure that they have everything that they need. And our military typically don't graduate as higher rates because they have so much going on and so many responsibilities, but ours do. And we're really proud of that we give them all the help they need so that they can be successful and graduate.
And you're on military bases.
Yes, we're on military bases.
Well, you're right there.
Exactly.
I'm rendered speechless, and that is so very rare. What about transferring credits into Brandman? Because like you said, I presume many of your students, they probably went to this community college for a semester, got 10 units here, and then 12 units the following year. How does transfer work?
We're very transfer friendly. In California, 40% of community college students go for free in California.
Right, that's right.
And that's really important. Community colleges are typically the best place for our students to go to start.
Interesting.
So we have agreements with over 100 community colleges. We call it an early advantage agreement.
That's almost all of them in California.
That's all, right. Yeah,
the
exactly.
whole state.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And Washington. And so what happens is the students can finish their AA degree. When they start, they'll lock in our catalog.
They finish it, meaning?
At the community college, they'll finish their AA at a very low cost.
Do you offer AAs?
No, we don't.
Fine. Keep going.
Right, so they'll do that at very low cost, and then we will guarantee that the catalog won't change. So they lock in our catalog. They can work with our advisors to make sure that they don't take anything that won't transfer, and then they can complete with us, and it is extremely efficient way to earn a degree.
Fall session starts end of August. There's a fall 2 session starting in October, I presume. Admissions, you have the staff to work with folks that are interested. And all I can say is thank you. California is very lucky to have Bradman University, as is Washington State. But being that this is our Brandman's home, I just thank you. His name is Gary Brahm. He's the Chancellor and Chief Executive Officer of Brandman University. My name is Brad Pomerantz. It's Local Edition.